Hi there and welcome, travel lovers. I'm so happy that you can join me today as we're going to talk about what to expect while you're traveling in 2021. But first, if you're new to my channel, I'm Christy Evers, your friendly travel advisor. If this is your first time here, my channel is all about travel. If you love learning about travel destinations, getting information on travel tips, hacks, deals, and reviews, then this channel is for you. So make sure that you subscribe and hit the like button so that I know that this information was helpful for you. And please let me know, because if you do like this type of information, I'll continue to make more travel updates just like this, especially as this pandemic continues to unfold. If you're like me, you're excited that travel is finally starting to resume once again. And as you probably already know, things are changing in the travel industry very rapidly, all the time. And even though travel is resuming, it's not going to look exactly like it did before, obviously. Well, at least not for now anyway. Today I'm going to give you some tips and a heads up on what to expect while you're traveling in 2021. Especially in this segment, we're going to focus on what to expect in your hotel stay. I am a U.S. citizen living in the United States. As a travel consultant, my clients are predominantly, if not 100%, all from the US. This information will be geared more towards Americans and or those traveling within the United States. The information that I'm bringing you today comes not only from my own personal experience, but also from research, what I've heard from other travel professionals in the field, as well as feedback from hotel employees and other travelers. If you feel like I've missed any important information that should be shared, please let me know in the comments. We'd love to learn from you and hear from you. Please feel free to share your insights in the comments below. We'd all love to learn from your experiences. Now let's dive right into what you're actually here for. Here are the 5 things that you need to know about hotel stays when traveling in 2021. If you're flying, unfortunately, there have been a lot of cancellations and changes.
These frequent airline delays, changes, and cancellations could result in you not arriving to your destination on your scheduled arrival, or you may not even make it at all. Know in advance what hotel policies are and keep the hotel number handy so you can communicate with the hotel staff if any changes or delays occur, in hopes that you won't be charged a no-show fee or that your room won't be given away.
When you're making your booking, it's really important for you to be very aware of your cancellation policies. Most hotels will have a pretty lenient cancellation policy, allowing you to cancel anywhere from 3 days to 24 hours before your arrival without penalty. Policies do vary, so it's important that you do understand what the policies are in case you do need to cancel before you go. Make sure you know what their policies are. If something happens beyond your control, if the airline cancels, do they have any compensation if you have to cancel with something outside of your control? It's always a really good idea to make sure that you purchase a travel insurance as well. Please note that not all travel insurances are equal. There are some insurances or travel protection plans that will allow you to cancel for any reason. Most travel insurance doesn't, but it's important to know. One thing that most people are not aware of is that most travel insurance doesn't cover a cancellation that comes from a pandemic. There are now cancellation policies out there, travel insurances that do have COVID-specific policies. So you may want to check into that just in case. Another big change at hotels are the changes that are being made to maid service and their cleaning policies, and how hotels are protecting their guests and employees during this pandemic. Many of the major hotel chains have created programs to educate their employees and execute cleaner, safer, and more sanitary practices to keep their guests and employees safe. For example, Hilton has their Clean Stay program. Once the hotel room has been cleaned to Hilton standards, they place a QR code over the door, and you can scan the QR code with your phone to find out exactly what they've done to clean the room up to the hotel standards. And you can see exactly what was done to clean and sanitize your room. You can easily find each brand's updated COVID cleaning procedures on their websites. Some of the standard procedures that you can find in most, if not all, of the hotel chains are maid service. Daily maid service is no longer the standard at most hotels. At most hotels, maid service is done only after you've checked out of your room. If you need additional items such as sheets, towels, pillowcases, coffee and tea refills, you'll need to make those requests at the front desk. You also need to know a lot of the staffing is more limited these days, so if you make these requests after hours late at night, for example, you may have to go up to the front desk and retrieve those items yourself. You can also expect some capacity limits at hotels. For example, on elevators, most hotels will request that if there's 2 strangers at the elevator or multiple strangers at the elevator, that only 2 get on the elevator at a time, or limit the elevator ride to 1 family or 1 group of travelers that are traveling together at one time. You'll also find that some of your amenities at the hotel may be restricted or limited, or even completely closed. For example, I've seen hotels where the pool is completely closed. I've seen them where the pool is open, but you have to make reservations in order to use the pool. And the same goes for the fitness center. They may have the fitness center closed, limited in capacity, or upon reservations only. Another thing that you're going to have to get used to and have changed drastically. If you're one of those people who loves to stay at a hotel that has the complimentary breakfasts, I'm afraid that long gone are the days where you have the beautiful buffet with the scrambled eggs and the waffle maker and the beautiful buffet spread before you for your breakfast. That being said, there are some places that are finding some creative ways to still serve a hot breakfast, but it's still going to look different. I have actually seen some places that did still have some hot breakfast, but they're served differently. Most of the foods will be in wrappers. You're not going to see a lot of things that are open, like the scrambled eggs, where you can dish out your own stuff. So there are some places that just have bag lunches where they put, a couple pieces of fruit, a granola bar in a bag, and that's what you have. There's some places that will have some options where they might have a hot serve area where you can grab a biscuit. Depending on where you stay, the breakfasts will look different. I've seen all types of things. I've seen, one of the best that I've seen was at the Element Hotel, where they still had a lot of the hot items, but they had somebody scooping it out for you so you're not scooping it yourself. So a lot of hotels, they're really working to still give you what you want, but doing it as safely as possible and preventing the spread of disease, any disease, as much as possible. And also some of the restrictions may also apply to the restaurants. There are some restaurants that may not be open at all. They might have limited hours. They might have limited menus. The whole restaurant and food situation is very different now, and I don't really know how long it's going to be that way, and when and if it's ever going to change. Another thing that might change too is if you order food out, if you get, Uber Eats or something like that, or just order pizza. There's some hotels that will not allow the driver or delivery person to go up to your room. Many times they'll require you to meet the delivery person in the lobby. Each state is going to have their own different laws and policies on mask wearing. And even within the state, each hotel may opt to abide by the CDC's mask mandates rather than the state mandates. So even if the state says you don't have to wear a mask inside, the hotel may still have requirements for everyone to wear a mask inside, or that only vaccinated travelers can not have to wear a mask. So it's important to know, still bring your mask right now because things can change. Thank you so much for joining in today. I hope this is really helpful. If this was helpful, please give me a thumbs up so that I know and I can continue to give you some more travel updates. Check out some of my other videos. I have a hotel hacks video that you might find very useful. And stay tuned, because if you like this enough, then I will also do an update on airline travel and what you can expect with airline travel. Also car rentals. Where have all the car rentals gone and why are they so expensive right now? If you're interested, I can also tell you what you can expect with cruising as it's starting to resume as well. And if any of those really interest you at all, please let me know that in the comment too, because the ones that have more interest I will do quicker. So let me know what you're interested in hearing about and I will do that. Let me know in the comments and I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining in. Bye-bye.